Hey everybody, it's Eric again from Homeboy Hot Rod. It's kind of cold out here in the shop tonight. I want to give you another video, and this video is a custom seat that I'm making for the 1950 Dodge truck. So I wanted to put a shaped seat, contoured seat in the truck. You know, you'll see on this project, I started out cutting out a piece of wood. Then I created a shape, a template, and transferred that template to the foam, where I went over to the saw and cut out all the foam and glued the foam together to get the base of the seat. Then I added a few, bolsters on the seat as well. So this is just the first video of several. I'll have to, of course, this is only the bottom of the seat, so I'll have to do another video on the back part, and then we'll do a video on actually sewing the seat, so you can understand how this how this task is performed. So stay with me. So the first thing I want to do is of course measure out the wood that I'm gonna use for the base of the seat, and get the size close to the seat. Then I'm gonna take the seat and sit it on the wood and trace out the pattern for the bottom as well as the back side. Just making sure it's flush with the back of the wood, back of the seat. Good. And let's trace it out. Pretty cool. Now I'm just taking the two pieces of wood that I cut from the sides and verifying that each side is the same. So what I'm about to do right now is design how I want the cushion, the side of the cushion to look. I'm using Adobe Illustrator, and I'll send this, once I get this file saved, I'll send it to my laser so I can duplicate the pattern. So this is what I came up with for the back and the bottom of the seat. The top design is the bottom of the seat. This will be the back part, so it'll sit up against my back, and this will go across my legs. Alright, about to send this to the laser now and get my templates. Now we're cutting out the patterns. It should be done pretty soon. So I've traced out the pattern 7 times. I need a total of 14, but you'll see what I'll do. I bought this foam as a big sheet, so it should be enough to do the bottom and the back side of the seat. So what I'm doing right now is I just need to cut it apart so I can make a duplicate of the pattern that I just traced out. Doing the math, I figured out that I would need 14 pieces of foam glued together, so to save time, I'm just going to double stack the foam and send it through my saw so I can cut 2 pieces at a time. That'll reduce it to 7 cuts total. Now with the bandsaw, it's time to cut these apart so we can glue them together. You want to be very careful when you're doing this because you want your patterns to be pretty much the same.
Um, if they're not the same, it costs you a lot of sanding and whatnot. So try to take your time and stay on the line as much as you can. You want to take your contact cement and spray the contact cement on both sides of the part so you can start joining the pieces of foam together to form the bottom of the seat. So when you're putting these together, you want to take your time as well, making sure that everything is aligned as properly as possible, because what you don't want to do, again, as I said earlier, is have to do a lot of sanding. I'll have to sand anyway, but I want to get these pieces as true as possible. Just take your time and do the best you can to shape the seat, but don't let it bother you too much, because the material, as I sew the material, it will also have foam underneath, so it doesn't have to be super perfect at this point. Now I will create a line, put the foam underneath the saw so that I can equalize the back of the seat.
Alright, she coming together. She coming together. Here, trim that down a little bit. Hold it flat. The bolsters that I plan to use were made from a sturdier foam, and because it's so thick at the edge, what I'm doing right now is running it under the bandsaw to give the tip of the tip, just to make the tip a little thinner, so when I glue it down, it transitions the way I wish it to. Of course, I had to also angle my bandsaw deck so that I can cut the angles that you see on the sides of this thick gray foam. I'll put these together so I can make these cuts as consistent as possible throughout all of the pieces. Cut it at this point. Right and left. First right, left. All right. where we're gonna start these and stop them at.
So as I glue these foam pieces on, the bolsters on, I just want to make sure that they're all lined up properly, so when the seat gets sewn, everything looks justified and equalized.
4.5 on the back side. Now we're gonna glue down the ends. Good and sticky. Right here. This is just a firmer material. Foam. Sorry, I'm late and tired. Talking crazy.
I'm locating the center of the seat so I know that I have the center bolsters in the middle. I'm gonna put cup holders in the bolsters once the seat is completed. So this will conclude part one of the sculptured seat build. Be sure to tune in for part two and part three when I make the back side of the seat as well as upholster the seat. All of these videos will be very interesting, so continue to tune in.